Good morning, fellow Wonder fans. It's too early for this. I wanted to be the first one to officially say RIP hashtag Team Giga. My heart will always be with Team Giga. That said, I wanted to provide some quick first reactions to the POV and ride announcement for Yukon Striker. As you guys know, I obviously was one of the people spearheading Team Giga, so I apologize to Canada's Wonderland for all of the overhyping I did on your ride. That said, I am not in the tiniest least bit disappointed about this announcement. I think it is so exciting. It's a perfect addition for Wonderland. It's a really exciting addition for Canada. And I do want to say that I was right on one note with my prediction video, and that was that this ride is going to whoop Valraven. So it's about time that Wonderland started stepping it up and really giving Cedar Point a run for its money, because it's a park that absolutely has the ability to do that. Yeah, so a world-class coaster coming to a world-class park, and I'm really excited about that. So let's get into the details. Actually, I want to stop to, for one, apologize for the noise. As mentioned, it is very early. I'm actually in the Caribbean, so I am an hour earlier than you guys up there in Canada. By the time I get this video edited, it'll probably be like midday, but I am filming this extremely early in the morning before I go to work, so I'm actually here at work. You've got street noise, we've got cruise ships, we've got fountains. So thank you for understanding the fact that I'm trying to film this and get it out as quickly as possible for you guys given the time of the announcement. But that means we're gonna have to deal with a little bit of background noise because I'm at work. So here we go. Also, I think that means I'm the only person providing a POV reaction from the Caribbean, so maybe that's a selling feature on the video. Click here, like here, subscribe, all that goodness. Anyways, I was a little bit surprised by some of the stats. Obviously I was wrong on a lot of them, but I'm really excited about this overall. So we have a 3,625 foot long coaster. It has a 3-minute and 25-second runtime, which I'm really excited about because I love me a long ride. Oh, that came out wrong. Whatever, we'll leave it. But it's going to be a really thrilling attraction. It's going to be a lengthy coaster, and it's got a lot of unique qualities, which, as we know, was one of its main teasing points. So I'm obviously not going to do a video watching the POV itself because I watched that in the car on the way to work, and that would have been a really awkward video. But I do want to let you guys know what my first thoughts are on this. So I'll start out with my only negative piece of feedback, and that is the name. As you all know, I was really passionate and excited about the name. I thought it was going to be something really cool and unique with some kind of story to it, and I just feel like Yukon Striker doesn't sound as mean as the ride is likely going to be. Like, we have the tallest dive in the world, we have the longest dive in the world, we have the fastest dive. Like, we've got all these things going for it, and Yukon Striker just sounds like it could be a log flume or something. I don't know, call me crazy. I just think I was disappointed with the name, especially with the fact that they themed it to a bird. Yukon Striker doesn't make me think of a bird, but I will reserve judgment. I will reserve final judgment, because I'm definitely judging, but I will reserve final judgment on the name until I actually get to stand in the queue and go on the ride, because I'm hoping that they're going to incorporate some kind of story. My one saving grace would be if they didn't want to use an existing storyline from an existing mythical creature and they wanted to create their own story. Maybe we will see how that plays into things in the queue or in teasers and commercials to come, and I'm hoping that they make that name make sense to me, because I just don't love it. I think it was a big miss. I think they could have gone with something really that sounds cooler and that says more and that kind of gives you an idea of a story before you know, before you even get in line for the ride. But that's just me. Let me know what you think below. I would love to hear your thoughts. So yeah, aside from that, let's get into our record-breaking details. Sorry, I'm using my phone today because obviously I literally just saw this on the way to work, so I haven't got anything memorized yet. But obviously it's a dive coaster. We have a 90-degree vertical drop, floorless stadium-style seating. Really exciting. It's gonna look a lot like other dives you know. It's just gonna be a lot bigger, faster, and meaner. Let's see. It's going to hold you for 3 seconds at the top of the drop, so nothing super exciting. Well, nothing too crazy there. We're used to dives holding you for a little bit of a thrill before they drop you. So this is interesting. We now know that the actual underwater tunnel is 200 feet long. which is more than I was expecting. I know there was a lot of people speculating on the depth of the tunnel, the length of the tunnel, but it's actually a pretty significant tunnel, so that's pretty cool. So it's 1,105 meters long, like I said, or 3,625 feet long. So I think that is, we have to watch my video again from yesterday, look at my numbers again, but I think that's longer than the teaser poster stated. So I'll be curious to see. I think Amusement Insiders might be doing a video comparing teasers to what we actually got, just to see how those teasers came into play. So I'll be curious to watch that to see, because I'm pretty sure those numbers are different. Again, comment below, let me know if I'm wrong. This is all right off the top of my head this morning. So 4 inversions. This is the thing that I'm most excited for, because as you guys saw in my prediction video, I thought guessing 4 inversions would be a bit of a stretch, but like I said, this is one of the things that is going to make it such a unique dive, because we all thought 3 inversions would be the most we'd see on a dive coaster, but here we have a 4th. And I was particularly stoked to see the vertical loop that is a bit of a little nod to Skyrider. So I was guessing that Skyrider was being mentioned in the teasers because it was you know, somehow the numbers were going to be involved in the height or the length or something of this coaster, but it turns out that they're just giving a little nod to the old ride, which I think is awesome, because that vertical loop from Skyrider was always used in Wonderland's commercials and advertisements and posters and things like that, so it's going to really bring back that iconic vertical loop. And even the colors are similar to Skyrider, so I think it's kind of paying homage to that old ride in a couple of different ways, and I think that's really awesome to see. The other thing that I'm most excited about for this coaster, and this is something I've been guessing about for a while, I wasn't sure if it was going to be just this section of the park, or if they'd be updating the entire park, which I secretly still hope they're going to do in the future, but it is time, and they're finally bringing Frontier Canada to life. So as many of you know, Frontier Canada was something that was planned for the park's original opening, like way back in the day, and it just never came to life. And so they're actually retheming part of this park to fully become Frontier Canada. And you know, that obviously makes the name make a little bit more sense with Yukon Striker. I think it's a little obvious, it's a little boring. Again, that's just me, but it does fit the theme, and I'm really excited to see Frontier Canada finally be like an officially themed part of the park. So that's going to be really cool. I'm super stoked to see how that pans out, because obviously we've seen that slowly coming to life with things like Lumberjack and, you know, the recent new additions to the park. But it's official, Frontier Canada is here, and I think that's a really amazing addition to the park overall. So this is obviously going to be the star attraction of that new themed area, and I just think it's a perfect fit. So I'm really excited. That's my really quick, really poorly done reaction to this ride. I'm super stoked. I don't think anybody should be disappointed that it's not a Giga. Like I said, I know I was one of the people pushing that, which was mostly for fun, let me tell you. You can all see my crying, laughing emojis in all of my comments, and hopefully you could have told in my tone in the streams that like I was hopeful that it could be a Giga, but mostly joking, and just perpetuating some fun between the fans and the people who were speculating with me. But yeah, let me know what you think below. Let me know if you're super excited for this ride, if you ever thought it was actually going to be a Giga, and what your favorite part of this announcement was. For me, it's the overall theme of Frontier Canada, and it's the fact that we're actually getting a truly record-breaking ride, like in multiple ways, which is rare for Wonderland. Sometimes we'll break one record, but usually they want to, you know, let Cedar Point or let some of the US parks really take the cake when it comes to record breaking. So Wonderland's really asserting themselves that way with this ride, and I think that's amazing. So between the 4 inversions, the broken records, and the overall theme of this part of the park, those are my favorite parts of this announcement, and let me know what yours were. So leave me a comment down below. I'm super excited to chat with everybody in Discord and in the comments here, and you know, wherever else you want to find me, Instagram, wherever, about this ride, and to meet you guys back in Canada in the spring to ride it on Season Pass Preview Night. I will be there, I promise. Thanks so much for watching, and see you again soon.